Obviously he wants to do that, but not good for a player's confidence when he's been struggling a bit recently anyway. Even if the matches are quite short, best of 5. Play 4 of them in a day and lose them all. Be hard to take. His struggles have continued to put him out of prime position here. Oh, but that's a really good recovery shot.
$14. $15. $22. $23. $28.
This is where things start to get a bit more tricky now for Wilson.
$29.
Got to deal with those 2 reds near the green cushion. Oh, he's tried to move that one. Oh, decent effort and tantalisingly close to working out for him. But unless he's going to take on a risky long red to the right corner, I think that's going to be the end of break.
Kyren Wilson, 36.
Opted sensibly for the safety, but didn't play it well at all. Hasn't been punished for it though.
One.
Oh, and that's worked out nicely. So Williams a very clear favourite now. This is a definite frame-winning chance.
Eight. Nine.
Comes on to the colours, already with a lead of 18.
14.
So just needs yellow and green for 2-0.
Thank you. 16. Nineteen. 23.
That just provides a little extra insurance. And again, Wilson will reflect that he's had chances.
Mark Williams, 23. And frame.
But again, he's lost the frame. And Mark Williams is one away from victory. He leads Kyren Wilson by 2 frames to 0.
The third frame. Mark Williams to break.
So is this to be the last frame of the day for both of these players? Or will Kyren Wilson stage some sort of recovery? Ryan Day has added the second frame on the other table against Sean Murphy.
Mark Williams, 4.
So it's Wales 2, England 0 on both tables right now. Bit of a reversal from the recent rugby international.
One.
And you just sense Mark Williams now knows his opponent is really struggling and is playing without any pressure.
Eight. 9.
I think generally if you play 3 matches on the first day of a Championship League group,
16.
you settle for winning 2 of them.
Mark Williams,
Put you in
16.
reasonably good shape. That's what Mark Williams has the chance to do. But he'll have to wait a bit longer.
One. 8. Nine.
Well, he's opened them out nicely here, so he's developed this into a decent chance.
16.
Looking to stop the rot. He's lost 6 frames in a row now over the course of 3 matches.
Thank you. 17. 23. 24. 29. 30.
Running out of loose reds now. So really it's one of those classic situations where the whole frame could just hinge on what happens when he eventually does go into the pack.
$37. 38.
'Once again, Wilson can't
44.
quite see it through. Going to need a good cut into the middle now.
$45.
In a sense, I think the positional side of that shot was just as difficult as the cut. So another chance slips by.
Kyren motion 45. One.
Prizes for guessing what's coming next.
Mark Williams 1.
Well, not got quite as tight to that brown as he might have. Did get down and play it quite quickly. That was always quite risky, taking on the plant there. And one good shot from Williams here could mean Wilson pays a big price for that risk. It's one thing that really does seem to fade as you get older. Mark Williams almost 42 now. And his success rate from that sort of range, which was so good during his heyday, not the same now.
1.
And he's done remarkably well. He's still a top 16 player. Has been out of the top 16 a couple of times since he first got into it in 1996. But to be as prominent and successful as he still is after almost a quarter of a century on the tour, and more than 21 years after he won his first major tournament. Really impressive effort from Williams. And just reflects his status as one of the all-time greats, maybe about 5th, 6th, 7th, I think. Probably on the all-time list. Matter of judgment and opinion, I guess. But comfortably inside the top 10 on anyone's list.
6.
It's Wilson at the table now, and he's eyeing up another plant. More successfully this time.
7. 12.
He's 36 in front here, so if he can pot this red and run through for the black to the middle, or maybe even to the green pocket. Well, in the end,
13.
he's come back to play it into the yellow pocket. And this would be enough to leave Williams needing a snooker. So perhaps he's finally ended the run of frames lost at 6.
20. Kyren Wilson, 20. One.
That's the end of that, having missed the pink to the middle.
Frame Kyren Wilson.
So Kyren Wilson finally stops the rot. He's lost all 5 frames he'd played so far this evening, and the last frame he played this afternoon. But he's got that one on the board. Not the most memorable of frames, but Wilson will be very happy to have won it. He still trails Mark Williams, but it's now 2-1. Frame 4, Kyren Wilson to break. Similar match patterns continue across the two tables. Told you a little while ago that on the other table it was the Welshman leading the Englishman 2-0, with Ryan Day leading Sean Murphy by that score. And just as the Englishman has got off the mark on this table, the same's happened over on the other table. So it's now Day 2, Murphy 1.
1.
And just minutes after I said that Williams' long game wasn't
6.
what it used to be, he's knocked in a good opening red and is off and running here in frame 4.
7. A moment, please, Mark. Thank you. 13. 14. 21. 22. 29. 30.
Could be a key moment. Plenty of angle to go into the reds. It's gone in. Didn't go in with any
37.
great force.
$38.
Good recovery pot, but he's finished well short of where he wanted to be in the blue, so needs another good shot here. $43. 44. Marcus here with his wife Jo. She's travelled from Wales with them for the few days at the Championship League. And they might have time to go out for a late dinner or maybe a drink.
51.
Because it's only just after 8:30 and Williams is closing in on victory here. But just as I say that, he's run into trouble. He's not going to clinch it at this visit.
Mark Williams, 51.
Maybe won't have to wait much longer. And you just get the feeling that may well have been Kyren Wilson's last shot today. There have been 76 previous groups in the Championship League since the tournament started 9 years ago. And in only 69 of those 76 groups. Has there been a player who lost every match?
Eight.
But now the very real possibility that that could happen to Kyren Wilson.
9.
Because it looks highly likely now that he's going to finish the day with 4 defeats out of 4. Indeed, if he was to lose his 2 matches tomorrow against Ryan Day and Stuart Bingham, both by 3-0, he'd actually equal the unwanted
16.
record for the fewest frames won in a Championship League group, which is just 4. But from Mark Williams' point of view, if he can just finish the job here, it'll be 2 wins out of 3. I think he'll be happy with that going into day 2 of this group. He now leads by 75 with 67 left. Wilson already needs 2 snookers
24.
to tie, and as you can see, he's already gathering up his bits and pieces, so he won't be coming back to the table.
Mark Williams 24, frame and the match.
And a decent enough performance from Mark Williams. Breaks of 75, 45 and 51 from the 2000 and 2003 world champion. Mark Williams has beaten Kyren Wilson by 3 frames to 1.